How important was it to not log so many minutes tonight in a game like this? Too much rest the fourth quarter.
It's a big game for us, not just for the rest, but the way we played on both ends. I felt like today, man, we had a lot of energy. The schemes were what they were, and I thought we, as far as the game plan, we did everything we wanted to do as far as the game plan. Now we have to get ready to go down to Atlanta for a hard-fought game.
Did you sense it coming out, Kevin, that you had that rhythm as a team? It looked like start to finish, you guys were pretty good.
I just knew that when we went over schemes and some of the new stuff that we wanted to correct, that we was all locked in. Sometimes, man, individually we kind of get a little dysfunctional at times, but for the most part, everybody was very communicative in what we were talking about. Guys were giving tips, and I don't like bringing up some of the past, but it was similar to some of the things we've done in the past. Obviously, this is a new group, new guys, deeper. And I say that as far as experience, but there's a lot of dialogue today. And you can tell through the layup lines when we were going out through, came in here, our guys, kind of, how they was focused in, you can feel it. And not only were we just like that, but we carried over to the court, so that's big.
One thing that's been consistent with you guys this playoff series, the defense. You just talk about how much you guys have dialed in to play on that.
We are a defensive team who can score the basketball, and we have our schemes down. And although we might not shoot the ball well at night, some nights we like to say that we hang our hat on the defensive end. And these last couple of games, that's where our focus. We haven't been really worrying about shots. Guys haven't been worrying about some of the things that have nothing to do with the game. And we carried them out. I think MP and the guys at Garnett and Joe are doing great jobs with we're trying to talk to the smalls and some of the wing players, so some of the different schemes that we're doing. And I think for the most part, it's coming together.
Another double-double by Rondo. Can you talk about his performance? The guy you call Swag.
That's his name. Are you asking me?
Yeah. Can you talk about his performance?
He played well. He was aggressive early on. I thought he and Paul played very, very well. We had a point where he was a little complacent, but I saw throwing his Swag go to the basket, get some things, drawing kick. Then he got aggressive. He started hitting his 15-footer and some of his shots, and he felt real good today. He looked real good today. He looked strong. And we're going to need that, man. Going down to Atlanta, this is not going to be a vacation trip. This is definitely a business trip, and after you have a win like this, you got to anticipate those guys having some pride and coming back full throttle ready. And that atmosphere down there has changed since the playoffs have started. So we know what we're walking into, so we're really ready.
Kev, for all of the time that Ray has missed, it seems like he hasn't missed a beat.
Say it again, please.
For all the time that Ray has missed, it seems like he hasn't missed a beat in terms of the shooting. Can you just talk about how consistent he's been out there and just the stroke?
I don't know if you guys follow, astrology and all the things with the moon and stuff. And I think the moon's the biggest that has ever been, like the other day. Well, I don't know where everybody lives here. My side of town, I didn't really get to see it. But I have pictures of it. When Ray missed the free throw the other day, it was like seeing that moon. It was like, I couldn't believe it. Because you see what he puts into his craft, you see why he is, who he is and the reputation that he's earned. And I used the word earn, not given. And you expect great things out of him, and that's what he gives you. Rhythm-wise, I'm just shocked on how he's able to keep a rhythm coming back from, obviously the injuries. And that seems to amaze not only myself, but everybody here. We know what he's capable of, and he comes through every time.
What about Paul?
Final couple questions, folks.
The way Paul was shooting and then talking about rhythm, he was like...
Paul was in his zone today. Paul was in his zone. Nothing more, nothing else to that. Just for his zone. I have nothing else to say.
Capital Z.
Capital Z, yes. In the zone. The zone, like he was, he hurt his leg there. Was going off one leg for a minute, but as far as arc and height and how he got the ball up, it's perfect, man.
What's the process like? Kevin, you talked a little bit earlier about how you have a lot of guys that haven't been with you, but they're kind of learning the way here, veterans. What's the process like for you guys, and how encouraging is it to see you guys play better as you go along here?
Process is just that, man. You know, day one, you don't get, it's basically start up. You know, duration tells everything, how much you put into it. I always like to use baking cake as an example. You know, nothing's going to come out of the first 2 minutes. You have to sit there and wait on it for y'all, those know how to bake. Some of y'all don't know how to bake, but don't worry about it. Ask your mother and your fathers or someone who knows how to bake. But you know, it's very similar to that. You have to give it time for it to, you know, obviously turn into what it's going to be. And you know, time tells everything when the results come. And I'm just glad we're in a nice rhythm right now.
Kevin, you talked about communication on the floor. What is the biggest benefit of having all the guys talking and being vocal in a game like this?
Well, when you talk, everybody's in tune. You know, what we call initiated, and you can't use an example, or you can't use the excuse that you didn't hear it or you didn't know. When guys are talking fluently, loudly, we have a very loud building, so you have to say things continuously over and over. So you know, sometimes the guards give us crap from a big man standpoint for us not talking loud, but you know, we try to say it repeatedly, and it helps. It helps the guy. It gives him confidence that he can guard the guy in front of him. You know, everybody's been on an island when you're one-on-one with a guy, so you try to put yourself in that perspective and in that guy's shoes and help him out as best way you can.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.